Yes, students, in our previous video, we learned what is a database management system, what is a database, what are the characteristics of a database, how to design a database, steps to design a database, and what are the advantages of UDMS, and what are the components of Microsoft Access. Then we saw what are the database objects and different data types, how to create table in two ways, that is in design view and also in datasheet view. And we saw some of the rules to type a field name. Okay. In this video, we are going to see how to define a primary key in a table, how to add data in a table, how to open existing database, how to modify the table design, and how to sort and do sorting in Microsoft Access, and also mathematical calculation in a database. Okay. So let's see how to define a primary key first. So before that, we should know what is a primary key. As I told you, a primary key is a field which uniquely identifies a record. Okay, for example, in this case, roll number. Okay, roll number is a primary key for the table student, right? So let's see how to define the primary key. So you have to go to data sheet tab and go to views group and click on views. Under this views, you can go to design tab. Okay, and you can click on the particular field. Okay, add field ID and click on this primary key. Already it is defined as primary key. If it is not, you can click on this, go to the tools group in design tab and click on this primary key. This is one way, or else you can right click and say primary key. Okay, this way you can do it, and if you wanted, you can change this ID as roll number. So if you feel roll number will start from 1 2 3, so it will be automatic a number, so you can change the field name as roll number and the data type will be auto number. So let's see how to add data to this table. Go to the data sheet view from the views group. Again, it will ask you to save the changes, save it, and you can add data over here in the data sheet view itself. just type just type the name of the student like this, so automatically it is taking the auto number. Can you see? So marks you can enter just like this, and then it will take you to the next field. Okay, like this you can keep on pressing the tab key and type the fields. Okay, values of the fields. Okay, so next will be what? Like this you can keep on typing. Okay, this way you can enter the data in a table. Next is what? Modifying the table design. So what has been by modifying? Changing the table width of the column, renaming a column, moving a field, inserting a field. Okay, all these are deleting a field. All this we will see one by one. Changing the width of the column. So how will you do in Excel? Same way. Go to the column header and click on this right side. You will see this plus autofill handle. This auto handle you will see. Just click it. Click the left mouse button and then drag it. So this way you can change the width of a column. Next is what? Okay, next is renaming a field. As I told you already, just go to the header and double click and rename it. So you can change it and rename it. Okay, next is what? Moving a field. If you feel you wanted English to be coming after science, or science to come, max should come after science, just click on the right, go to the header of the particular column, click on the left mouse button and drag it. Drag it wherever you require. Okay. So like this you can drag it and move it. Okay. So next is what? Inserting a field. So how will you insert a field? So for example, I wanted to insert a field before max and after student name. So go to max field, right click and then say insert column. So it will insert you one field. If you want to delete a particular field, by mistake I have added this field, I want to delete this, click on the column header and then right click and say delete column. Okay, it will ask you to delete. So renaming not only by double clicking, you can rename, go to the column header, right click and say rename column. This way also we can rename the heading. Okay, next is what? Changing the data type of a field. Now only I told you, same way you can just click on this any field whichever you wanted to change the data type, click on the particular field, go to the data sheet and go to the data type and formatting group and change the data type. Okay, this way you can change the data type, or you can go to design view from use group in the data sheet tab. Click on the design view and you can change the data type here also. Okay, so anytime before entering the data assay. Okay, next is what? Sorting data. Okay, let's see how to sort data in Microsoft Excel. For example, I wanted to sort according to the roll number or according to the student name or according to the marks of the students. You can sort it accordingly. See, already it is roll number 1, 2, 3. If you wanted to change the order according to the student name, alphabetical order, just click on this arrow over here. In every column you can just click on it. Okay, it will ask you, see, sort A to Z or Z to A. Already it is in Z to A format, so click A to Z. It will change accordingly. Can you see the roll number has been changed? Even the whole data has been changed accordingly. So you can even change according to the marks of the student, smallest to largest. According to max marks I've ordered. According to science marks, if you wanted to do it, you can do it, largest to smallest. Okay, so it is to identify who got the highest score accordingly to science. Where is the other way to do? What is the other way to do? You can go to home tab. Okay, in sort and filter group, seek here A to Z. Okay, so this way also you can do it. Just click on the particular field and go to the home tab, sort and filter group. From here it is A to Z, that is smallest to ascending order, smallest to largest, descending order, largest to smallest, this way. Okay. Or smallest to largest. Okay, so next is what? Performing mathematical. If you wanted to remove the sort option, that is also possible. So how can you remove that? Okay, you can go to the sort and filter group and then see this last one. This is clear all sorts. Okay, it will clear all the sorts. It will go back to the previous position, initial position. Okay, that can also be possible. Where from home tab in sort and filter group itself, you have ascending to descending, ascending order, descending order. This is removing the sorting, clearing all sorts. Okay, next is performing mathematical calculations. So what are how will you perform the mathematical calculations? So you have to be in the data sheet view. Already we are in data sheet view, and you have to go to home tab. Under the home tab, in the records group, see the records group and then see the totals over here. Okay, so click on this totals. Okay, so it will show you a new row over here, total. So if I wanted to make the sum, see there are so many built-in features. Yes, now sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, standard deviation, variance. Okay, so if you wanted to find the sum of max marks of all the students, so if you wanted, see if it is, I am showing in the names now. So only two things are possible. None and count. If you wanted to count how many records are there, that is possible. So in science, what can you do? So if you wanted to find the maximum marks, so that is possible. If you wanted to find the minimum English marks. Okay. So if you wanted to find, count how many are there. So these are the functions: sum, average, count, maximum, minimum, standard deviation and variation. Okay, so this way we can perform mathematical calculation with data in Microsoft Access. So let's see now how to open an existing database. Okay, so every day we will not work on a new database, right? So it will take time to create a database. So you have to open the existing database. So now let's see, you know how to open a new database. Now let's see how to open an existing database. You have to go to Office button, click on the open button, or if you see the recent documents will be available. From here also you can open, or from open tab you can click on the open, and then you can see the place where your file has been saved and you can open it. Okay, now I'm going to open from this recent files only. Okay, this is my database. Okay, or you can open database 1. So it will show you all the recent databases. Okay, this way you can open. Or if you are saving the project somewhere else, for example, I am saving this project. Okay, see, it is asking you save 2000, save as what type of database. I'm saving it as Access 2007. It will ask you to save. Yes. Okay, so you can I'm saving it in somewhere like in my class 8 folder. I'm saving this database 11. I'm saving it. Okay, so if I wanted to open it, where should I go? I have to go to open and go to the desktop, and then in online computer in class 8 I've saved this database, so I can open it this way also. Okay, so this way you can open your existing database. So for before you're closing the database, you should save it wherever you want it to be saved, so it will be easy for you to open the next day. Okay children. Okay, so in the next video we will see more on Microsoft Access.